win over Lehigh, first of hopefully 2 this week. Can you just talk about what you saw from the team today?
Yeah, I thought, I heard Fish talk about it earlier. I thought we were in control of the tempo most of the game, and I think that's huge against a team that can go off on you real fast. So I thought that was really important heading into the game, and it felt like we never really allowed them to get into the flow of their transition and their offense. I think our seniors stepped up for the most part. I would say that they understood what we were trying to accomplish today. They understood the shots that we wanted to take and the type of defense we needed to play to win. And they did it really, really well, almost to perfection there on some of the things that we asked of them. I thought our bench was huge today coming in. The 4 people that came in, Riley, Maddie, EJ, and Kayla, came in and I thought really gave us a spark, gave us minutes, allowed us to spell people, knowing that we have back-to-back games. And we're able to score as well, which was always nice to see. So that was huge for us because you need to be able to rest some people in order to play well both days. So I was really proud of the effort and the energy and the focus that we had. And that's something that we've struggled with on the road. And it seems like we're able to do it here, but on the road has not been great for us. So that's something, an area that we're working on as we head into the end of the season.
So obviously, being without Lauren Stack today, you guys were kind of forced to go a little smaller in terms of lineups, and especially the starting lineup. With her being out, what adjustments as a coach did you have to make? How did you think that absence kind of impacted the game today? Just talk to me about that a little.
Well, we just felt like starting 2 post players was going to be too difficult for us because of just foot speed in general. That we went to 4 guards and went with Bailey because Bailey's been playing the 4 for us. And yeah, she's a freshman and all that, and really just need to focus on your defense. Like, don't worry about the offense, that will come, but you just need to get back in transition, guard your player, right, and work on the defensive end. So that was kind of the adjustment we've had to make for this game. Last game we started Carla because I thought it was a better matchup for Carla. It just depends, and I think they understand that and they're ready for that assignment when it comes. I thought Bailey could have played better. I don't think she played her best, but it's her first time. So it's like hopefully she'll be more ready tomorrow than she was today. But I'm just proud of how well the team kind of came together and never really had a huge lull, and that's huge against the Lehigh team.
Am I allowed to ask about the status of Lauren?
She's just going to be out.
Okay, all right. So throughout the first half, the team seemed to be playing like very much in control, and I asked players this, and kind of within the game, is that something that you could coach, or is that kind of something that just comes naturally?
I think that's experience.
Okay.
I think it comes with experience, knowing what we needed to do, and I thought Fish controlled the pace again, and she knew when to attack, when not to attack, who to get the ball to. I mean, I think she had 6 assists. I want to say, 6 assists, 12 points. I mean, that's what you want from your point guard, and just love how she's playing and how she's commanding the floor. That's huge for us.
And then coming out of the break, it really picked up. What were the adjustments that you made at halftime? What was the game plan for the rest of the contest?
We didn't really make any adjustments to our defense. I thought we stayed with it. We knew going into the second half that they were going to try to attack us down low because of all the switching, and they did. But they weren't successful at it. They traveled a couple times, they turned the ball over a few times. So it hurts when you know that that's the thing you need to do, but you can't get the score on it. So, we knew that was the case. I thought our guards did a pretty good job of jamming high and keeping them kind of out of the restricted area as best as possible. And then guarding tendencies, I think, was a big part of it. And I thought we did that fairly well. Offensively, it was just we didn't need to adjust anything because I felt like we were getting the shots we needed in the first half. So it wasn't a whole lot. It was just more or less of like focusing mentally for the last 20 minutes. That was really what we talked about. Like, are you going to just give it back to them? Because 8-point lead on Lehigh is nothing. It's 2 threes and bang, they're back in the game. And we knew that. So we needed to extend the lead to start the third quarter, and I think that's what helped us. We were able to do that and then get ourselves in a flow.
So my last question, I know they've been a lot of repeats for you and the players cross over there, but you're back here tomorrow. talk to me about the importance of that game.
Yeah.
Talk to me about like the quick turnaround, and talk to me just like what it's going to be like with the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, well, we have until 3 p.m. shoot around tomorrow to figure out what we want to change, and we'll talk about that upstairs in the office. The game means everything. We have to try to win out if we can the rest of the season, because it's great that now Lehigh's tied with us, but if we lose tomorrow, they're a game ahead again. So every game is really important. The team knows that. We've shot ourselves in the foot at Army, at Colgate, so we know that we put ourselves behind the 8 ball a little bit and have to rely on other people to win for us to move up. But what we can do is focus on what's in front of us, which is another really good Lehigh team, and hopefully show up. And if we're able to get a win, great. If we're not, you're kind of still in the same spot, which it feels really weird to say that. But our goal is to be, get a first round home game. That's the goal. Whether that's 1, 2, 3, or 4, it is what it is. But we want to get a first round home game.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Thanks.
I'd love to be here for that. I mean, I just met